Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Claire's sinister side sticks around. Victoria fears no going back now. The Young and the Restless Y&R spoilers reveal that Victoria Newman Amelia Heinel has good reasons to be concerned about the behavior she's witnessed from Claire Newman Haley Aaron lately. Once Jordan Colleen's inquiry surfaced, it was like a switch flipped that allowed Claire to access all her old tricks. Of course, Claire was using them against Jordan this time around, but Victoria was still caught off guard. It was far too easy for Claire to slip back into being cold and calculating on this mission to eliminate Jordan. Victoria couldn't help but be unsettled over this sinister side of Claire and what she was still capable of. Many viewers have also grown worried over Claire's bogus suggestion of causing Victoria's grim fate and skipping off with a huge inheritance. That was part of Claire's fake story to dupe Jordan, but it also seems like something she could plot for real down the road. It all depends on what direction the show wants to take the character in and what storylines Y&R might have in mind. After months of talking about caterpillars with Harrison Abbott Redding Munsell and being Kyle Abbott's Michael Mealer naive sweetheart, we're finally seeing some complicated Claire layers again. Although Claire underwent treatment in the psych ward and broke free from Jordan's hold on her, her upbringing still shaped who she is today. There may be no going back now that plotting against Jordan has awakened something disturbing somewhere deep inside Claire. This could turn into a situation where good Claire and bad Claire fight for control of her future. Victoria could get paranoid now and start watching Claire for any other warning signs that she's back on the wrong path. Claire may think she can force all this Jordan madness back into a neat little box and move on with her life, but it may not be so simple. The trauma of watching Jordan's demise and knowing she supplied the poison tea could certainly affect Claire moving forward. Although Jordan made the decision to gulp down the toxic tea herself, Claire still put an overdose of sleeping pills in it and set this fatality in motion. We're not saying Claire's suddenly going to become a full-blown villain, at least not right now, but the show could lean into some of these harsher tendencies that Victoria is fretting over. If Claire develops a reason to genuinely turn on the Newmans somewhere down the line, she could revert to her old way of thinking and do some serious damage. Our Y&R predictions point to more Claire chaos sooner or later, so we'll deliver updates on any troubling news that might be in store. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victoria will want to keep a closer eye on Claire considering her daughter's recent actions, so stay tuned. The sleepy town of Genoa City is no stranger to secrets, scandals, and surprises, but Claire's sudden dark transformation is sending ripples through the community. What started as an intriguing new character arc is now spiraling into something far more sinister. As Claire's true colors emerge, the tension builds, leaving Victoria Newman grappling with the horrifying realization that some choices come with no escape. Claire's arrival in Genoa City. Claire's entrance into Genoa City was initially met with curiosity and skepticism. A poised and enigmatic figure, she quickly charmed her way into key circles, aligning herself with the Newmans and the Abbotts. She presented herself as a marketing prodigy, a professional who could breathe fresh life into Newman Enterprises. Victoria, eager to strengthen her hold on the business, welcomed Claire with open arms. But beneath Claire's polished demeanor lurked a hidden agenda, one far darker than anyone could have anticipated. The mask slips. Over the weeks, Claire began to drop subtle hints about her manipulative tendencies. A whispered conversation overheard by Nikki Newman revealed that Claire wasn't entirely forthcoming about her past. Speculation swirled, but Victoria dismissed the concerns, chalking them up to paranoia from her family. She saw Claire as a necessary ally in her quest to outmaneuver her brother Nick and maintain dominance at Newman Enterprises. However, Claire's mask slipped further when she orchestrated a hostile takeover of a small division within the company. While Victoria initially admired Claire's ruthless streak, she soon realized that Claire was not only ambitious but also willing to destroy anyone who stood in her way, even her allies. A sinister transformation. Claire's darker motives became impossible to ignore when Phyllis Summers started investigating her background. Phyllis, no stranger to digging up dirt, uncovered a trail of mysterious incidents tied to Claire's previous ventures. Former colleagues described her as a master manipulator who thrived on chaos and left devastation in her wake. Still, Claire seemed to evade accountability, always staying one step ahead. Phyllis shared her findings with Victoria, but by this point, Claire's influence had already taken root. Victoria, who once prided herself on being a shrewd judge of character, found herself trapped. Claire knew too much about Newman Enterprises' inner workings and Victoria's own questionable decisions. Victoria's growing fear. As Claire's grip tightened, Victoria's initial confidence began to crumble. The dynamic shifted from one of partnership to something far more threatening. Claire had subtly positioned herself as the puppet master, pulling the strings behind the scenes. She began to undermine Victoria's authority, planting seeds of doubt among the Newman board members and aligning herself with other key players. Victoria's fear became palpable during a heated confrontation in her office. Claire's once friendly demeanor turned icy as she reminded Victoria of the skeletons she could expose. "You brought me into this world, Victoria," Claire said, her voice dripping with menace. "And you don't get to take me out of it without consequences." Victoria realized that there was no undoing her decision to bring Claire into the fold. The damage was done, and Claire's sinister presence wasn't going anywhere. The domino effect. Claire's machinations didn't stop with Victoria. She began to weave herself into the lives of others in Genoa City, creating chaos wherever she went. She manipulated Kyle Abbott into a compromising situation, threatening to expose his indiscretions unless he provided her with insider information on Jabot. She charmed Billy Abbott, sowing discord between him and Lily Winters. Even Chance Chancellor wasn't immune to her web of deceit, as she fed him false leads that jeopardized an ongoing investigation. The fallout from Claire's actions started to ripple through the town, leaving relationships strained and alliances shattered. Yet, despite the chaos, Claire remained untouchable. Her ability to stay ahead of her enemies only fueled her confidence, making her an even greater threat. Victoria's dilemma. Victoria's internal conflict reached a breaking point when Nikki confronted her about Claire's behavior. "You can't keep ignoring the signs, Victoria," Nikki warned. "She's dangerous, and she's dragging this family down with her." But Victoria felt trapped. If she turned on Claire, she risked exposing her own vulnerabilities. And if she let Claire stay, the damage to Newman Enterprises and her family might be irreparable. It was a lose-lose situation, and for the first time, Victoria felt powerless. No going back. As the tension builds, it's clear that Victoria's decision to ally herself with Claire has set off a chain of events that can't be undone. The question now is whether Victoria can find a way to outmaneuver Claire before it's too late, or if she'll become yet another casualty in Claire's path of destruction. Meanwhile, the rest of Genoa City braces for the fallout. Claire's sinister side isn't just sticking around, it's becoming a force to be reckoned with. And as her web of manipulation grows, no one is safe. Will Victoria find the strength to take Claire down, or has Claire's sinister presence already sealed Genoa City's fate? One thing is certain, the drama is far from over. Stay tuned, because the twists and turns are only just beginning.